Hey, happy Halloween, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of the CrypTodd Series here on Crimes, Killers, Cults,
And beer.
and Beer.
Beer.
Beer, yes. Loves beer. Anyway, that's Bill.
And that's Todd.
And we are just a couple of crazy Florida guys. And we're doing something a little different this evening in honor of the Halloween spirit. We are going to talk about some cryptids. But before we get to that, what are you drinking, Bill?
I'm drinking a choice lager brewed in St. Louis and just mainly distributed and out of Tampa as well. You know, it's got a really nice, crisp, rich taste, and it really, really hits the spot when you take a swig out of it after a long day. And it's
Right?
it's called Bud Light.
Dude, Budweiser should hire you to fucking promote their product. I don't even think Budweiser would describe Bud Light like that. They need to hire you, bro.
I'll take it.
Hell yeah. Dude, I'm drinking rum and Coke as just to keep on par with the last few episodes because, hey, that's what I'm into right now.
But
I know it's not beer, but hey.
But I'm gonna win that $550 million Powerball tonight. I'm just saying. But you see, I pick the winning numbers all the time, every time, but they draw the wrong ones.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot too.
Yeah, fuckers. I'd be a billionaire right now, a multi-billionaire right now, if I had just won every time, because I picked the winning numbers every single time.
If they would just draw the right numbers, right?
Yeah.
Fucking
conspiracy.
Assholes. It is. Oh, wow. Anyway.
So, before we get started, I got a little rant.
Okay, rant away, brother.
When you go to Arby's and you order a French dip combo, the cup of au jus comes with it.
Supposed to, yeah.
It's supposed to, yeah. As part of what you pay for when you get the French dip combo, because it's not a French dip if you don't have the cup of au jus. Am I right?
You are right, sir. As a cook, yes, you are right.
So I go to the one in Fort Pierce off of exit 152 at the Loves. And yeah, I'm singling them out because I'm pissed.
No, we're getting specific. All right, here we go.
So, and I've been going to the same one, I've been at my job. I've been at my job for over 4 years now. Well, a little over 4 years. And I've been on a French dip kick for like the past 2 years. And I go by that place all the time. When I do, I fuel there, and I always get the French dip, and it comes out to $12.52.
Okay.
But so I get it. And it's the same guy this guy has taken my order probably 50 times. And then today I ordered the French dip and everything. He's like, "Do you want any extra sauces?" This is after I've paid, mind you. After I've paid, and he says, because I instead of those nasty curly Q fries, I get like a 4-piece mozzarella stick.
Oh, dude, the curly fries from Arby's are the best, bro. What are you talking about, nasty?
I don't like them, but their mozzarella sticks are sports bar quality.
That's not saying a lot.
No, they're good. They are good. Not like those nasty things that McDonald's or that Burger King calls mozzarella sticks. Those things are horrible.
Yeah.
But if Burger King wants to sponsor us, I love their mozzarella sticks. But,
dude, I want to try the new Ghost Pepper fucking Whopper or whatever it is they have now.
More power to you. I love hot stuff, but I don't like nuclear hot stuff.
Oh, dude, I'm so down. I doubt it's that hot though, because it's Burger King, dude. They want to sell this shit. They're not. It's not. I doubt it's.
It's probably got like a drop of.
It's probably cut down. Yeah, it's probably cut down Ghost Peppers. Nothing against Burger King, dude. I love the idea of it, and I'm going to eat one. I guarantee.
Like those spicy chicken sandwiches that they make out to be like, all of them do it. McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, they all do it. Like the spicy chicken. Oh, this is gonna light you on fire. And I need to bite into it, and it's not even as hot as Frank's original Red Hot. It's
you take a bite of it. It's like, dude, what is this? This tastes like the buttery.
It's a little warm.
Frankie's wing sauce. It tastes like I'm eating shit off a movie theater floor.
Yeah, it's a little warm, but that's about it. But so then this chucklehead tells me, well, it's 54 cents for a side of au jus, because he asked me if I wanted any sauce. I said, yeah, I want the marinara sauce for the mozzarella sticks. And he's like, and I said, I obviously want the au jus. And he says, well, it's 54 cents for the au jus. I said, since when? He said, since forever. I said, I've been coming here for years, and I've been on a French dip for 2 years, and this is the first time I've heard it. No, it's been like that. I'm like, you didn't charge me extra for the marinara sauce for the mozzarella sticks. and he's like, well, no, it's extra for the au jus. I said, the mozzarella sticks come with marinara. The French dip comes with au jus. It wouldn't be a French dip without the au jus. Now, if I can see if I ordered a regular roast beef sandwich and I wanted a side of au jus, then fine, charge me. But don't charge me. Yeah, that's understandable, and that's what it is. It's if you want it on the side, but it comes with the damn French dip.
It's supposed to, yeah.
Yeah, so he's like, you want to talk to the manager? I said, no, I'm not a fucking Karen. I said, this is just. I said, this is just fucking. You kind of sounded
like one.
I'm not going to be a Karen and ask to talk to the manager. I'll just bitch about it on my podcast.
Well, there you go. Hell yeah.
Anyway. I had to get that off of my chest.
Well, yeah, that's understandable.
So,
yeah, you shouldn't get charged for au jus for a French dip. It's supposed to come with it, dude. Come on now.
Right.
Everybody knows
that would be like charging me extra for hot sauce on hot wings.
Yeah, right. Hey, let me get a dozen wings, fucking nuclear. Do you want sauce with that? What do you mean, like ranch or blue cheese? No. Do you want hot sauce on those?
That's like $1 extra.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta charge you $5 for the sauce on your wings.
Yeah.
Excuse me? You just charged me $20 for the wings. Not that that's ever happened to me. I'm making shit up just off the top of my head, but.
Well, but still, it's every bit as ridiculous than having to pay extra for au jus on a French dip.
Exactly, dude. That's stupid. It comes with.
Oh, and to top it off, when he finally gave me the French dip, it was cold. The au jus was cold.
Well, yeah, dude. It's Arby's, man. Come on.
Anyway.
I mean, don't get me wrong, dude. I mean, I used to love Arby's, but
their French dips are good.
In this day and age, dude, you can't go to a fast food restaurant and expect to get something warm or even good.
I don't know. The French dips at Arby's are like a cut above, in my opinion. I mean, they're just really good. But it's not even the fact that it's not the 54 cents. It's the fucking principle.
Yeah, I know. I got you.
So anyway, I didn't mean to hijack your episode. So carry on.
No, it's all good, brother. It's all good.
Hashtag, but I digress.
Oh, yeah. There's probably a lot of digressions in this because I'm not entirely sure about the format of how I want this to go. So I'm pretty much just kind of going off the cuff with it.
Just let her rip.
And, if you like what we're doing here, hit us up on our socials,
Yeah, we're most active on Twitter.
And if you hate it, do the same thing. Let us know. We won't do any more of this. But
no. If you like us, tell a friend. If you hate us, tell an enemy.
Yeah, there's all that. But whatever.
So,
all right. So today we are talking about cryptids. One of my, I wouldn't say favorite things, but something I find truly interesting.
Fascinating.
Yes, fascinating. Thank you, Mr. Spock.
I like cryptids. They're just not my. I mean, I'll listen to cryptid episodes when the podcasts I listen to do them, but they're not like my thing or anything like that. But that's
I mean, they're.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad you're taking the lead.
It's not like really like my thing, but I do find them very interesting, and I like reading stories about them. Even though I know it's probably not true as much as I'd like it to be. But anyway. Or there's like a really common, like a really mundane answer for them. But whatever. We'll get to all that.
Well, I got a cryptid for you too, but we'll get to that too.
Yeah. But anyway,
I decided I wanted to contribute a little bit on this. So.
Yeah, no, that's cool. And I might have a surprise for you too at the end. Who knows?
Oh, cool.
Anywho, so since as anybody who has listened to this podcast for even the shortest amount of time knows, I am the crazy cat lady of this podcast.
Meow.
Meow. So I figured what better way to start off the CrypTodd series than with some mysterious big cats that have been sighted around England. So we are going to start with the beast of Bodmin Moor.
I think I've heard of this one. I'll let you know after you get done telling. I think I have.
And I'm going to do another one too, which is in a different part of England, but it's the beast of Exmoor, which was actually covered on an episode of Monster Quest, I believe.
Oh.
But they are very similar stories, so that's why I'm just going to roll them all into one here. I'm going to do the Beast of Bodmin first, and then I'll do the Beast of Exmoor. But they are very similar stories because they involve big black cats that aren't supposed to be in England, which is awesome.
My daughter just walked into the bunker and scared the shit out of me.
Uh-oh.
Okay, anyway.
My tablet's freaking out. Give me a minute. I think I might be all right now.
I never have a problem with my tablet freaking out because I write my notes on paper.
Yeah, well, you know what, Bill? I've joined the fucking 21st century and I use a fucking tablet. I may be old, but I am fucking falling headfirst into the 21st century and I'm using technology to my fucking benefit.
Anyway. All right.
And by falling head first, I mean, yes, I've fallen and broken my fucking hip because I'm that old.
Can you get up?
Yeah, I'm up. Okay, maybe I didn't break my hip. Maybe I just bruised it. I don't know.
You didn't fall and can't get up?
No, I haven't fallen and can't get up. I don't need one of them damn buttons. Not yet, anyway.
Hey, I'm the one to talk. I'm the one with hip issues.
I know, right? I'm making a joke about it. You're the one that really needs the goddamn button, not me.
No, anyway.
I know, dude. I'm fucking with you. All right, so anyway. All right, so since we're talking about cryptids, you know how every country has their share of folk tales, ghost stories.
Yeah,
spooky legends, kind of crazy, just different little, things, Yeah,
we got skunk ape. We got skunk ape in Florida.
Yeah. The Jersey Devil, the Mothman, shit like that, which we'll hopefully get to eventually one of these days.
Yeah. Bigfoot. Well, Bigfoot's kind of like Ted Bundy on this podcast.
Yeah.
Or no, Bigfoot's like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, Bigfoot's the one that's gonna.
Bigfoot will be episode 500. Bigfoot will be episode 501 right after the Jeffrey Dahmer episode on 500.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so anyway, like I said, everybody has their legends, their myths, their monsters. They're everywhere. Whether, what they're based on or whatever, who knows? I don't know.
Right. People
see shit, whether they misidentify it or there's really something out there, which part of me hopes there's really something out there, but,
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so the first cryptid we are covering today is what has become known as the Beast of Bodmin Moor in Cornwall, England. People have been reporting sightings of a huge cat that lives on the moor and is mutilating creatures. Basically, things they can't explain, they're blaming on this big cat that they supposedly see.
Now, you said the moors. Is that the moors where, like, the moors murders took place?
I don't know. It's the moors in Bodmin in Cornwall. It's Bodmin Moor in Cornwall. If that's the same moor. I mean, I know there's moors everywhere, but yeah.
I don't know. It's just the moors, and that's a case that we're probably going to cover at some point. Yeah, it's just
could be the same spot. Who knows?
Yeah, and I
don't know.
Just curious, but it doesn't matter.
I'm just saying, dude. And the research I did, all it says is Bodmin Moor in or near Cornwall in.
I think
England.
It might be, but
could be the same place.
Anyway. Yeah.
But anyway, so people started seeing this large black feline type creature roaming around, and they got scared. They started spreading stories, like people like, hey, this something killed a whole bunch of my sheep, and it appears to be like a large predatory cat or whatever, blah blah blah. Yeah. You know how stories get told and get passed along.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so the sightings of this creature have been around since about 1978, give or take.
Yeah.
There have been a bunch of reports relating to sightings of a phantom black cat. A large cat creature with white yellow eyes, which I mean, that could be anything.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get to this at the end when I get to like the explanations of it. Because I've seen pictures of the supposed beast, and we'll get there.
Okay.
I wish I could post pictures to the podcast so I could show you, like, does that look, you know what I mean? But I'll get there.
Well, we can post them on the social media.
Yeah, I'll have to dig them up, but yeah, we can do that. Anywho, like, according to eyewitnesses, it's a cross between maybe a panther or a leopard and a domestic cat, which is, like, weird to me.
Wait a minute. A panther, a leopard, and a domestic cat.
A panther or leopard.
Okay, that's
a
big
cat.
Either
or thing. Yeah,
that's a big cat. And then,
but
it's a cross between
domestic cat too.
So it's like a bobcat. It's like bobcat sized, or a lynx.
Yeah, I mean, like everybody, like some witnesses have said it's like anywhere from 1 meter to 2 meters long, which is 3 to 6 feet. So I mean, it's not like a giant thing like Bigfoot.
Or it's not even a tiger. It's probably more. But yeah, probably more like it's like a leopard or a cheetah.
Yeah, but it's like a smaller big cat.
I just don't know why.
And when I say big cats, I mean like your tigers, your lions, and
tigers are huge. Tigers and lions are huge. But I don't. Oh my! I don't understand why they would put. It's like a cross between a jaguar and a house cat.
Yeah, well, they say like a panther because the creature is supposedly black or dark brown. It's eyewitness stories are confusing because
so it's like either a panther or a cougar.
Yeah, like a panther or I think. Wait, one of them said like I think it's like a panther or was it a puma? Yeah, maybe a puma.
Puma, cougar, Florida panther, they're all the same thing.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I mean, that's what my note. The story, the research I did said it was either a panther or a puma or possibly a leopard, like one of those like black leopards.
Well, the thing is, like leopards are bulky. A puma or a panther or a cougar, which like I said, they're all the same animal pretty much, but they're slender, they're sleek, they're chiseled, they're fast. They're not as fast as a cheetah, but they're up there.
Oh man, as fast as a cheetah.
No, except for a peregrine falcon. But
but
I
the skull crusher.
Yeah, I saw this video. You know where Erna Nixon Hammock is in Melbourne, Florida?
I think so, yeah.
Over there near the Melbourne Mall. But I saw this video. People were filming. They're walking down. All of a sudden, a Florida panther just comes hauling ass toward them, and they get it on video. And this thing is booking.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like, and it runs right past them, and they turn around, and they film it running away, and this thing's just hauling ass, and they just stand there. I'm thinking to myself, I think I'd be following the fucking panther. Because that thing looked like it was running away from something.
Whatever it's running from is about to get you. You better get going.
And it's a lot faster than me. Oh God.
That's like that joke. Well, what are you gonna do if the bear chases you? I mean, because what are you gonna do? Run from it? And like, dude, I don't have to run. Well, what? No, I fucked that up. It's like, all right, if you're getting chased by a bear and you're not a fast runner, it's like, what do you do? Well, I just have to run faster than the guy behind me. That's all I have.
Yeah, but I'm serious. It came running right down the freaking boardwalk,
just hauling ass. Like something was after it. That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, and it's just like when it's approaching them, because you can hear it coming in the video. You can hear bloop, 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 what's that? It rounds the corner, and you can hear them. Oh my God! Because they think it's gonna pounce on them, but it runs right past them.
I think it's coming after them. Fuck yeah, dude! I would too, dude. I was like, holy shit! What do we do?
Might have been skunk ape.
Just yeah, skunk ape was chasing a fucking panther.
I'm gonna have to see if I can find that video and post it, because I'm serious.
Seriously,
I've been there. I've been to that place and everything, and and it's just like there's so many twists and turns through the boardwalk and everything. It's just like there's not a straight shot there's not a place that has a straight shot for more than 50 yards.
Yeah.
So anything that's coming at you, you're not going to see it until it's on you. So.
I know, dude. I went down at the flea market in Melbourne. I forget what it is now. It's called something else now, but it was like Flea World or something then.
Yeah, beyond I-95 in O'Galley.
Yeah, right off of I-95. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, they had a big cat show there, right? So I go and I watch this big cat show, dude, and they're bringing out tigers and everything, right? And they got these tigers on leashes, and these like little fucking 100-pound fucking kids are fucking holding on to these tigers, right? And they're throwing little bits of hamburger down on the stage for them to eat to keep them distracted.
My ex-wife used to work for a Big Cat Rescue, and that's the same.
What it was. It was Big Cat Rescue, yeah.
Yeah, that's the same organization with Tiger King.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is. They're from over in Tampa and everything. And there was, my ex-wife was like a volunteer for them one time, and they did not my most recent ex-wife, but the previous one before that.
Yeah.
But I've only been married twice. Yeah. But she was, she was like standing there. They did an appearance over at Frankie's at the port when it was in Port Canaveral when it was there. They did an appearance there. And,
oh, really?
Yeah, and she was part of it and everything, and she was just kind of like standing there, just like as a observer or whatever, just right. Another body there, just her tiger fodder, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. but and they explain how it's like when a tiger grins like that, and it looks like they're like grinning and everything, and their whole face like expands. That means they're sniffing something out. They're ready to pounce on, and they bring this tiger out. They bring this fucking tiger out. Everything it starts doing that, and everything. I'm just like, I'm backing up.
Well, dude, this thing I was at the flea market, right? Dude, they had like chairs set up, dude. So I'm sitting in the front row, and I'm like 10 feet from these things.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a little fence, like the concert, like the little aluminum barricade fence they put around the sound booth when you go to a concert.
Right.
That's between me, and then there's like maybe 5 feet to the stage, and then tigers and other things.
Yeah.
Well, they bring out this fucking 9-foot long Bengal tiger. I mean, this thing was huge. I mean, dude, this thing was so big that the person that was holding on, I mean, they had to have it fucking doped up.
They had to
because the person holding onto its chain and throwing the little bits of hamburger down to keep it distracted. I mean, dude, they said this thing can jump 19 feet straight up in the air.
Damn.
And I'm like, that big thing can jump 20 feet, whatever, or however far up in the air, and I'm less than 10 feet from it. There is nothing stopping this thing from eating me if it wants to.
Right.
I know. The little 100-pound girl you have holding onto its fucking leash ain't gonna be able to stop it.
No, and that's just it. The tiger that they brought out that I was just like, I'm getting the fuck away. It was a younger one, but it was still probably about I'm 6'4", and it was probably about my lengthwise without the tail. It was probably about the same size as me, and this was a younger one, and younger ones are probably faster than the big full-grown ones.
I don't know, dude. That Bengal, that big ass Bengal they brought out, dude. That motherfucker was 9 feet long if he was fucking an inch, and just fucking massive, dude. I mean, he had to weigh close to 1,000 pounds.
Oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The younger ones, the younger ones, they're not that heavy. They're not as heavy, so they can probably move faster.
But I guarantee you, dude, if that thing wasn't drugged and it just decided to go, hey, I'm gonna go eat everybody that's out there, there's nothing anybody could have done about it.
Oh, I know.
You just sit there and let it eat you, dude. Don't try to run. You're just gonna aggravate it, and it's gonna jump fucking 20 feet through the air and take you down.
I get
stand
the
still
fact,
and let it eat you.
I get the fact that it's like, okay, big cat rescue minus the shenanigans that we witnessed on Netflix during COVID. But there is a need for something like that because idiots will get these big cats and everything, and they'll so there is a need. These animals can't be turned loose into the wild.
No.
So
they cannot.
Because they won't survive. So there is a need to have a big, compound for them.
Yes. Oh, I totally agree.
But dragging them around and doing, dog and pony shows, that's stupid.
Yeah, that's not right. Yeah, no, dude.
Yeah,
let these cats have their fucking respect, dude. I mean, they already have to live in cages. I mean, even if the cage is fucking huge and it's a big place, they're still in a cage, dude. Just let them keep their respect. Let them have their dignity,
Well, what about Lion Country down there in Wellington in South Florida? That's doing it right. That is doing it right. It's a big, huge open area where these lions and tigers and bears, and everything can just roam freely, and you can drive your car through and look at them.
Oh.
But you know what? That if you want to do it, I got no problem with that. Yeah, you're in the safety of your car with the windows up and all that stuff. Yeah.
The T-Rex panic is down. The T-Rex panic is down. I'm sorry, but yeah, welcome to Lion Park just does not appeal to me. I mean, I think that's great if the lions are able to roam and do what they got to do with lion shit. But yeah, no, dude, I'm not driving through that because seriously, you think your tinfoil fucking car is going to keep a lion that wants to eat you from not eating you?
Could be.
I mean, dude, the metal on a car is fucking nothing, dude. A lion could fucking just rip a car apart if it wanted to.
Well, that place has been there, as long as I've been alive, because I can remember seeing pictures, that were taken when I was just a baby from when we went there.
Yeah.
I've only been there that one time, but
saying.
I've been meaning to go back, but it's still there. There's billboards for it up along the turnpike in I-95.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, but I digress.
We digress, but we kept it on topic though, so I think it's okay.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
But anyway, back to the beast. Sightings have been coming in since the late 70s. I mean, and everybody's, my sheep were eaten and blah blah blah, because everybody blames their sheep just dying on some magical creature because
sheep are immortal and everybody knows that.
Well, yeah, and cows too. That's why the aliens mutilate them, is to learn the secret of immortality.
Right.
Did I say that out loud? Fucking
even the ones that get butchered for steaks and everything, they rematerialize, and they just
they come right back, dude. They just regrow. Yeah. Everybody knows that shit.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Oh God. Anyway, so like I said, people reported that their livestock being mutilated. Some people even reported being chased by it. Or actually, what did it say? Where'd my notes go? Fuck me.
Paper, man. Paper.
You know what? I might have to resort to that. Yeah. Some people even reported being chased by a big scary cat. which is like, dude, I have 8 cats. I have a big, scary cat. I have a cat that's probably 21 years old. Nose to tail, he is probably 3 feet long and he weighs 20 pounds. He's a big, scary cat.
The Maine Coon?
No, he's a Russian Blue.
Oh, pretty kitty.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Anyway, yeah, I could say I got chased by a big, scary cat every day because my cat fucking chases me around. Does that mean he's a cryptid? I don't think so.
Could be. I've never seen a Russian Blue that's that big.
Oh, he's huge, dude. He's a monster. Anyway, moving on. Enough about my cats. Back to this cat.
He doesn't carry a sword, does he?
Psycho? No, he doesn't carry a sword.
No, this cryptid. He doesn't carry a sword.
The beast of Bodmin Moor? No, he's not. He does not carry a sword. At least none of my research says.
Okay. There haven't been any, like, cat symbols, black and red, appearing in the sky, have there? Okay, I'm just making sure because we don't want a war between Mumra and Lion-O happening on Earth.
Yes. Oh God.
And here we go.
So, tonight's episode is now about the Thundercats. Just kidding.
Hold on. This is every single Thundercats episode. Every single one of them. All right?
Yeah.
Lion-O's out there minding his own business. The other Thundercats are out there minding their own business, doing their own thing. All of a sudden, the mutants, they come up and they're like, rah! And they're like, oh, we're going to get you, Lion-O! And everything. And Lion-O says, hold on. And he pulls out his little knife and he goes, thunder, 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 Thundercats, ho! And it becomes a sword and everything. And it throws that thing up in the sky. And then because the mutants are such good sports, they sit back and they wait, where for all of the for the other Thundercats to get from wherever they are and other spots on the planet
to where Lion-O is.
To where Lion-O is, and then they so that they peacefully wait and everything, and then all of a sudden the Thundercats get there and it's a big fight and they go boom 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 boom, they fight and everything, and then the Thundercats win, yay! And then the mutants go back and get bitched out by Mumra, and that's the end of the episode. That is every single Thundercats episode.
Yeah, you're right. And if you don't know what the Thundercats are, we're talking about the original cartoons from way back when. Go look that shit up if you haven't watched that.
Not that freaking shit that they came out with recently that looks like it was drawn by a 5-year-old.
Yeah, whatever's happening with the Thundercats now, I cannot abide. But the original Thundercats, even though yes, every episode was exactly the same,
it was cool.
It was good stuff. But that's not the point. We digressed again.
I'm sorry, bro.
No, dude. No, it's perfect, dude. This is the way I wanted this to go because I don't really have a lot to talk about. I'm basically doing 2 in 1.
All right. Okay, no more digressions until
Oh, bullshit. We're going to digress a lot. That was the plan. People have gotten video footage and photographs of this beast or wildcat or whatever you want to call it. But,
let's call it a Thundercat.
As always with any kind of cryptid, they are fuzzy, out of focus, not clear. Kind of hard to tell what's there. So, nobody knows if it's real or not.
Now, you see that footage that those people got of that panther hauling ass through Erna Nixon hammock? Yeah. That was crystal clear.
Well, yeah.
So, why, especially in this day and age, are these recent?
No, this is probably mostly from the late 70s, early 80s.
Oh, okay. Because that.
So, people actually had cameras with film in them.
Okay, so that video that I was talking to you about was
a really early video camera. That you had to self-focus, which is,
Yeah. That video that I was telling you about was less than 2 years old, so.
Yeah. However, there have been sightings up to as recently as 2015 of this little critter or big
no
critter.
video.
But no more video that could actually prove it was one thing or another. And since we're on to this part of the story, I have seen some of the pictures that people claim are either the beast of Bodmin Moor or the beast of Exmoor, which we're getting to next. And to be honest with you, in my opinion, they look like a big fucking furry house cat. I mean, like, no, seriously, they look like a big, just normal, regular house cat. Not even a short-haired cat, like a big, long-haired, normal house cat. And like, oh, the thing was 3 feet long, or whatever. They say it was like anywhere from 3 to 5 to 6 feet long. And I'm like, dude, I can tell by the grass in the foreground of this photo that cat is a normal-sized fucking house cat.
You know,
nice try though. I appreciate your effort.
Yeah,
but, you know,
and like that one picture of the Loch Ness monster.
Oh yeah, the one that was supposed to be like hands down proof.
Yeah. Now
that you could tell was only fucking 10 inches tall because of the way the water was.
Because
rippling.
of the waves. Exactly. Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to say. And even, like the first time I ever saw that picture, I was obviously, I was a kid. And even then, I was just like, this is on a lake. The waves, and the waves don't get that big. That looks like, for it to be that big, for those waves to be in scale, they'd have to be out on the ocean during a storm.
Yeah. Oh no, you can totally tell.
Or like,
dude, if you've ever seen a fucking Japanese movie where they do miniature water scenes, like any Godzilla movie,
right?
You could just tell that that's what it was. They finally proved that the guy that took that picture finally admitted it was a hoax.
Oh, I know. But you know what? You know what I thought that it was? The first, when I first started seeing it and everything, I didn't see the dinosaur-looking thing. I thought it was like a fin sticking out of the water. A fin or a tentacle or like a fin or a
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, or something like that. That's what I thought. And it wasn't until like years later that somebody's like, "No, it's just right there. You see, that's its back, and that's its neck, and then that's its head."
Yeah.
I'm like, those waves are no. You're not going to get waves like that on a. It's a big, deep lake and everything. It's not big enough to get waves like that. It's nowhere near the size of like the Great Lakes or even Lake Okeechobee.
Loch Ness is pretty big, but no, dude, you could tell it was fucking fake. I mean, I could tell, dude. Even when I was a kid, like, oh, this is proof positive of the Loch Ness monster. I'm like, that water don't look right, dude. I've watched Godzilla movies.
Right, but
I know what miniatures on water look like, and that's exactly what that looks like.
Yeah,
because you can't shrink water.
If it was out in the ocean, like during a storm, then the waves would be correct. But
so this one switched from the beast of Bodmore or Bodmin Moor to the Loch Ness monster.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine, dude. It's fine.
Well, you were talking about like how it just like you believe that it's just a little house cat, and people are trying to.
Yeah.
People got jokes.
Dude, it's like people make up shit to further the legend just to get themselves their little 15 minutes of fame.
Right. If I was ever going to doctor a photo like that and try to stage something, it would be to fuck with people, not to try and pass it off as real. It would be to fuck with people, and I would eventually, like, if it did take off and people are like, "Oh my god, look at this, this is real," and eventually I'd be like, "No, it wasn't. This is how I did it." you know,
dude, you should, God, go on the fucking mind rot that is TikTok. And you will see all kinds of stuff that people are proposing to be like real fucking sea monsters and real shit that happens. And you're just like, no.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into TikTok yet, but I'm going to.
Stay away from it. It's complete fucking mind rot.
Well, it is, but, we
I know we've talked about it. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Anyway.
But anyway, now we're getting to
continue.
the point of this particular cat story, which is what I actually believe this was around 1978, give or take, when these sightings started happening. A local British circus entertainer, her name was Mary Chipperfield, released 3 pumas into the wild because I guess her show got canceled or something. I'm not 100% sure why, but they were part of her act in the circus. And either that or she just couldn't handle them anymore and let them go. Doesn't really say why, but she released 3 pumas into the wild. Which is, and this is around this area, so I'm willing to believe that the majority of these sightings and even the animals that they say were killed and everything were probably one or more of these pumas that she released into the wild.
Yeah, could be. I believe that. And since pumas aren't really, they're not indigenous to England.
Yeah, they wouldn't know what it was. Yeah, I mean, unless they've been to especially in the 70s and early 80s. I mean, there was no internet. There's no internet. People didn't know. I mean, dude, you remember how we wrote? Dude, we didn't know shit, dude. If it didn't happen right in your immediate vicinity, you didn't have any idea what was going on.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's the case. I mean, it's like, it would be like back then, it would be like if a gator got released into the town.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I got to go on another digression about that too in a minute here.
Okay.
When we get to our next cat, but and there's also another story that there was the Dartmouth Zoo in Plymouth, UK, had released a pack of pumas during the 80s, and this is all just adding to the story that it was actually released animals into the wild, and either that or. So how people how the Everglades are crawling with pythons now because people down in Miami bought pythons because they thought they were fucking cool, and then they realized
that's not true.
This fucking thing anymore and fucking let them go.
That's not true. That is not true. That's not how it happened.
Really? Because that's how it happened.
No, that's not how it happened. The only pythons that are being recovered there are the ones that look normal. Now, in 1992, Hurricane Andrew, a very powerful Category 4 small hurricane, and the small hurricanes are the do the most damage because they're more like focused.
They're tightly focused. Yes.
Yeah. So Andrew was a very powerful 4, and and right out there in the Everglades there was this aluminum structure that a snake breeder had set up out there, and he had like hundreds of baby Burmese pythons in little enclosures and stuff, the little plastic enclosures that they keep those things in. And what happened was
Tupperware, man.
Oh yeah. But the lids on the Tupperware don't come off, and they wouldn't have come off through that hurricane. But these are the times that it's more like a box, like a little school box or something like that,
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
But so what happened was Hurricane Andrew came through and it smashed this enclosure, and all of those snakes, those little baby Burmese pythons, and probably a couple big breeders too, they got out there. They were released. The ones that got out of their little boxes or whatever, they were released and everything, and they were fruitful and multiplied. And then 10 years later, boom. They grew up and they were. I mean, those things breed like rabbits too. And if you were finding like reticulated pythons or boa constrictors or even like the pattern morph, like the albino pythons, albino Burmese pythons and stuff like that out there, then yeah, it would be because people are releasing them. But no, it's only the standard, like Burmese python pattern that they're finding out there. And that is all that guy had in that enclosure that got smashed by Hurricane Andrew.
So you're taking the government side of this story.
This is what happened. I used to breed Burmese pythons myself back when I was at like 20, 21. But, I know all about them and everything.
Okay,
and
that's your story. I have my story. What makes yours right and mine wrong?
I have exactly. Yeah.
You believe your thing, Mister. I follow the government's official story.
Now,
and I'll follow the conspiracy theory, which means everybody let their fucking pythons go because they started eating their cats.
It's not a government conspiracy. There was an episode explaining this on, I can't remember what show it was on, but it was on the Animal Planet or something.
Oh yeah, because it was on TV. That makes it true.
No, it is true. If people were releasing their animals out there now, all the iguanas that are down there, yeah, that's because people were releasing them. But the Burmese pythons.
Okay, so what's the difference between iguanas and fucking snakes? Iguanas are just snakes with legs.
but the iguanas are there because people were releasing them. But the iguanas
so are the pythons.
Like the iguana.
Dude, you didn't watch that show? Dude, they made a snake hunter show, dude, and on that show they always said that people let their fucking snakes go because they couldn't handle them anymore. They never said nothing about
why
no
is
tin
it just
shack in the middle of the swamp blowing down during a hurricane.
Then why is it just the just the standard pattern?
Because those are the ones that everybody had, except for the really rich people.
No, I had a couple albino Burmese pythons.
So what? What'd you do with them? Let them go?
No, I sold them
to somebody that let them go. See my point?
But
you're not going to win this one.
I've already won it.
You haven't.
The iguanas.
Cite your source.
The iguanas are in the city. The iguanas are in the city.
I know, dude. They're in Fort Lauderdale, dude. I've seen them. I almost ran over some.
Fort Lauderdale,
seen them, dude. Yeah.
They're from the Keys all the way up to Jupiter.
I know, but I've seen them at Fort Lauderdale, like trying to get on a 95, dude. There's fucking 10 fucking iguanas running across the on-ramp to get on the 95. I'm like, what in the actual fuck is happening here?
When I go down there, I go down there all the time.
Did we take our left turn into Jurassic Park? What's going on?
No, but they're all over the damn place. I mean, I see hundreds of them every time I go down there. I know,
dude.
Hundreds.
Yeah, dude, you go down there all the time. I bet you probably could probably pick a shit ton of them up and make fucking thousands of dollars. But, whatever. But nobody wants iguanas anymore because they spit. They're like fucking camels. They're worse than camels, dude.
And they also
my brother had an iguana, dude, and that fucking thing would fucking just like snot right on you, dude. You'd come up to him like, hey, what's up? And he'd just go and just blow fucking salty fucking snot spray on you.
Or they'll whip your ass with their fucking tail.
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah, and they just like, dude, if you let them out, dude, they fucking shit everywhere, dude.
Mm-hmm.
They not don't good care. Pets. No, they aren't. They really aren't. Which is why there's so many of them on the loose now. Just like pythons.
Python
had to stick that last jab in there. Accident. Fine. So anyway, back to this fucking cat. Dude, we're talking about all kinds of shit, dude. See, this one's going to be longer than I thought because there's just too much good shit going on in here.
Yeah.
Anyways. So back to my cat here. There was enough sightings and enough people claiming things and everything that they actually got the government involved, the UK government involved in 1995 to do an official investigation to see if this was a real thing or not.
Right.
The investigation was conducted by the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Food. The main investigators were Charles Winson and Simon Baker. And on the 19th of July, 1995, because that's how they say dates everywhere but America. There's no verifiable evidence that could prove the existence of the big cat. However, no evidence was also found that completely discards the existence of the beast of Bodmin Moor. So maybe it is, but it's not, dude. It's like
it's a kitty cat, like you were saying.
Yeah, it's people taking pictures of their big. People got Mancoon cats and then let them run through the grass and go, oh look, it's the beast of Bodmin Moor.
Right. Maine Coons are cool.
Dude, those my cat, my Russian blue is huge, but those Maine Coons, oh my god, dude. Anyway.
Yeah.
After the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Food released their report saying that they could neither prove nor disprove it. So whatever, it is what it is, right? Basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the 24th of July, 1995, a young boy found a skull of a big cat as he was walking along the bank of the River Fowey, which runs through Bodmin Moor to the southern UK coastline.
Well, there you go.
You know, and this skull was 4 inches long, 7 inches wide, had like 3 prominent sharp canines that indicated that it'd be the skull of a leopard, they thought.
4 inches long?
Yeah.
That don't sound right. 4 inches long?
That's what it says. Well, you know, from the back of the skull to the to where the nose would be.
It must have been a young leopard.
Yeah, but so they wanted to figure out, like, oh, dude, is this the skull of the beast or not? So they sent the skull to London's Natural History Museum for verification. And this is where it gets really fucking interesting. But not in a way you're going to think.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, it gets interesting in that funny haha kind of way.
Okay.
So the zoologist and entomologist revealed that it was indeed the skull of a young male leopard.
It was?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Yeah.
Could this, you know, and they were like, everybody was like, oh, is this evidence of the beast? But no, it wasn't.
No, it's just a young male leopard that somebody probably killed and threw in the river.
Yeah, you're possibly right, but it gets better. Are you ready for this?
I'm always ready.
It was also found that the skull had been adjusted after the animal's death.
Adjusted? What do you...
Let me finish.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Because you're gonna love this, and I hope our listeners love it too. The skull had been adjusted after the animal's death. The leopard had been imported to Britain as a leopard skin rug. So somebody had a leopard skin rug and threw it out.
So it was like one of those rugs that still had the head attached to it?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
It's like that Chuck Norris joke, right? Chuck Norris has a bearskin rug. The bear's not dead. It's just too afraid to move.
Oh, God. That's
great.
Yeah.
So the skull, so somebody threw out, I guess somebody got offended or was just tired of their leopard skin rug with the head attached and just threw it away or cut the head off of it and kept the fur.
It was probably a single guy that had a lot of money, and, you know, so he had the exotic things and all that stuff, and then he got married, and when
did the first Austin Powers movie come out?
Mid-90s?
This was 1995, so this guy was, or when they found it, so he was probably doing the whole Austin Powers fucking shag pad with the leopard skin rug, and then all of a sudden, all the ladies just wanted nothing to do with it, so he tossed it.
Yeah, or his new wife said, "I don't like that thing. Get rid of it."
Yeah, probably something along those lines. But yeah, so the one thing that could have been actual proof of the beast was a leopard skin rug, basically.
Oh God.
I mean, it's not the end to the story, but it should be the end to the story.
How does it end?
But, you know, in 1998, there was video footage released that clearly showed a big black cat that was nearly 3.5 feet long. That's not very long. That's not that's a big black house cat.
Is that the same one that you had? Is that the same one that you mentioned earlier?
It could be. I don't know. I also could be mixing up the stories.
Oh.
All right, well, now and then in 2012, at the other end of the United Kingdom, a man named John Robertson discovered the remains of a beast near a popular Scottish beauty spot. Whatever the fuck that means.
It might have been the Lover's Lane that Angus Sinclair took people to the kill.
Yeah, right. It's World's End Bar.
Yeah.
But anyway, so according to John, he and his wife were walking their dogs on a path in Cullen, Morayshire. During their walk, they saw the body of a giant cat. Initially, they found a number of dead birds in one place. When they walked a little further, they came across a giant cat's dead body. It seemed like the giant cat had feasted on the seagulls and then fell down the cliff, which led to its death. Now, I'm sorry. If anybody has ever fucking witnessed a cat
I know, that's why I'm laughing.
do anything,
That's not going to happen.
a cat will not fall down a fucking cliff to its death.
No. It's going to land on its damn feet, or it's going to
It doesn't
grab
matter
itself.
how far it fucking falls. Yeah, it's
No.
going to catch itself on the way down, or it's going to fucking tuck and then turn around and spring open right when it hits the ground and land firmly on its feet and just walk the fuck away.
Yep. Somebody killed that cat.
So wait, when was that? That was what, 2012? 2013, the beast of Bodmin Moor was again spotted by Sid Yates, a retired salesman, at 9 in the morning. According to Yates, the wildcat looked like a black Labrador. So there's another possible misidentification of this critter.
It was a black lab.
However, the creature had a longer tail and legs and a flat nose, so he believed that it was indeed not a dog, but a beast. Doesn't even say cat, it says beast.
It was puppy monkey baby.
Puppy monkey baby. Fuck yeah, love. Puppy monkey baby.
That
Puppy
commercial
monkey
was
baby.
so fucking freaky. It was
creepy as shit, but it was the best Super Bowl commercial I've seen in a long fucking time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was creepy though.
And then the more sightings in 2015. Basically the same shit. Different person, but yeah. Creature spotted in the garden. She thought it was a fox, but
A fox, a Labrador retriever, a fox,
yeah,
a house cat.
cat.
They're just
circus worker released pumas. You know,
it seems to me like they're just so desperate to have a cryptid. Like they're jealous of us over here with Bigfoot and all that stuff. They're jealous of They're jealous of Scotland with the Loch Ness monster. They're jealous of Mothman.
Well, dude, they're like the Hound of the Baskervilles. Come on.
Was that real though? I thought that was a fictional story. Well,
dude, are any of these things real? Or are they all fictional stories?
No, but I thought that was like a book that like
it is. But you know what I mean.
Wasn't that Sir Conan Doyle?
Is it like it's a Sherlock Holmes story? I believe.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, but I probably am mistaken because I get
I think
you're a lot.
I think you're right.
All right, moving on to part 2 of
all right,
Cat Beast. Which is basically the same story, and I'm just gonna breeze through this one. It's just in a different part of the United Kingdom.
Okay.
In Exmoor National Park, lists the beasts under their traditions, folklore, and legends section of their, I guess, website. But sightings were first reported in the 70s and became notorious in 1983. When a South Moulton farmer named Eric Lay claimed to have lost over 100 sheep in the space of 3 months. All of them apparently killed by violent throat injuries. Ooh, creepy.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have some thoughts on
you want to
that.
go there? Let's go there.
Now, if they've got throat injuries, wolf? No, because a wolf would have.
It's probably a wolf or a dog because, dude, cats. Like predatory cats. They don't go for the throat, dude. They go for your ass. They go for your back legs to fucking take you down, and then they fucking kill you.
Dogs go after your throat.
Dogs go for throats. Dogs, coyotes, wolves, those kind of things. Oh, shit. Do we have a werewolf? Is the Beast of Exmoor a werewolf and not a cat? I doubt it.
Dun, 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 Ow, werewolves of London.
But anyway, so I mean, it goes on, dude. I'm gonna cut this one short because it's basically the exact same story, just in a different part of the United Kingdom.
Well, it's different because of the throat.
Well, that part is, but you know what? That guy could have just, like I said, wanted his 15 minutes.
Yeah. And were there any pictures of all these dead sheep?
It does not say, so I'm going to assume no.
Yeah, so he's just like, I had all these sheep, now I don't got... hold on. I had all these sheep, and I don't have any sheep. I don't have them. They
don't have any sheep.
They didn't have they didn't have a throat.
It's because I walked them to the edge of a cliff so they'd push back better, and they just fell off.
Oh, shit.
Hopefully you weren't taking a drink right then.
No, I wasn't.
And if you listen to the last episode, you will totally get that.
No shit.
There was another reporter to be seen fishing with its paw in the River Barle at Simonsbath, while some locals theorize that its lair might be an old mine workings on the moor. Why does that end that sentence like that? God damn, dude, this is like... You can't just end a sentence like that.
See, that's why I handwrite my notes, because of the fact that I can word them exactly how I like, how I want it.
I know, dude. I should have done that, but dude, I've been, whatever. It is what it is.
I know. It's okay.
So anyway, the Daily Express offered a reward for the capture or slaying of the beast. Farm animal deaths in the area have been sporadically blamed on the beast ever since. Sightings were reported in the Devon and Somerset areas of England, so I guess this is in a different, it's a different spot of England. However, the same thing happened. It has been suggested that the beast may possibly be a cougar or black leopard, which was released from a private collection sometime in the 60s or 70s. Sounds familiar?
Mm-hmm.
After a law was passed making it illegal for them to be kept in captivity outside zoos.
Huh. Semantics, man.
Yeah, I'm always up for semantics.
Semantics.
Hey, I'm always up for semantics.
Semantics and semantics.
Yeah. Anyway, so eyewitness testimony has produced a number of different descriptions. Most accounts report the animal being a large cat, either resembling a puma or panther. It is recording being somewhere between 3 and 4 feet, 6 inches long. That's oddly specific.
Yeah. Oh,
well,
I didn't really
3 feet and 4 feet 6 inches because
Yeah, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I didn't get a good look at it, but it was 3 feet 6 3/4 inches.
Yeah. Between 3 and 4 feet 6 inches long from nose to tail, and 2 feet 6 inches in shoulder height. So apparently, this half a foot thing over in England is a big deal.
No, he's lying. They use metric over there. It wouldn't have been inches. It would have been centimeters. This guy's lying. Busted.
Well, of course it's busted. Come on now. We busted the first one, and this is basically the same story. Just
no, but for an Englishman to come out and talk about 3 feet 6 inches,
I think the person that wrote this article just converted it to feet and inches for the majority of us fucking Americans that don't use the metric system.
Fake news.
That's probably fake news, but yeah.
No, I agree.
We here
should be on
in the
metric
Americas should use the metric system because it is a much superior system of measure.
It's easier. Everything's by 10.
Yeah, especially when you when you're working on really, really small things like, I don't know, say the height of a string off a guitar fret.
Right.
Because, I mean, dude, do you know what 6/64 of an inch is? Or do you know what a millimeter and a half is?
A millimeter, yeah, exactly. So here on Crimes, Killers, Cults, and Beer, we are pro metric system.
We are pro metric system, yes.
I'm glad we
At
agree
least
on
when
that.
it comes to tiny measures. When it comes to tiny measurements.
Yeah, but still,
I still can't get used to the fucking kilometers, dude. The kilometers thing fucks me up, dude. Because I'm like, what am I doing? Am I doing 55 miles an hour? Or am I doing 88?
Or like 900?
What am I doing?
Yeah. No, but still, it's just like 5,280 feet is a mile. Yeah. What sense does that make? Just 1,000 meters.
1,000 meters is a kilometer. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. It does. It totally does.
Yep.
And that's why I'm all about the metric system.
Yeah, we need to change.
Like, seriously, why aren't we on it?
Especially because people have been getting dumbed down lately over the past 50 years or so.
No shit.
It'd be easier.
Anyway, so now we're talking about the elusive cryptid in America known as the metric system. Because some of us have seen it, and some of us actually believe in it, but most people over here don't. So it is what it is.
Oh God!
Back to the Beast of Exmoor. Basically the same fucking thing. It showed up at the same time. It's basically the same released critters. They just kind of wandered a little bit. But anyway, like I said, I mean, I wanted to do those two because I am the crazy cat lady of this podcast.
Yep. We got a couple things we got to take care of in between, this segment and then the story that I have. And, right now, a podcast, another podcast reached out to me. They're new. We're new too, but they're newer. And, they want to do a promo swap. So I agreed, and I just whipped up a promo.
That's easy for you to say.
No, it's not.
Sarcasm.
I did a promo. I whipped up a promo last night and sent it to him, and he sent me theirs. And the podcast is called Private Dicks. And
what?
They're a true crime comedy show, but they approach it. I enjoy it. I listened to 2 of their episodes today.
What kind of dicks?
Huh?
What kind of dicks?
Private. Like detectives.
Oh, okay. They're doing the old Humphrey Bogart 40s. Yeah, I'm a private dick. I'm like, well, dude, you know what? My dick's pretty private too, so fuck off.
No, but they take the case like they're investigating it and doing it's really creative. It's really funny. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I'm gonna be
right on. That's cool.
I'm gonna be listening to them. So right now, this is their promo. Private Dicks. Enjoy. And check them out.
Have you got a mystery that needs solving?
Where is Amelia Earhart?
We know.
Who the hell was D.B. Cooper?
Easy.
Bermuda Triangle?
Probably solve that one next.
Here at Private Dicks, we guarantee a mystery solved every episode.
That's with a capital G.
Every second Friday, the Private Dicks take a client, record their session, and solve the world's greatest mysteries.
One by one.
Private Dicks solve them, no problem. God, I love just crushing mysteries. Search up Private Dicks on your favorite podcatcher, and you can solve a mystery too.
The mystery of what's your favorite podcast?
It's Private Dicks. Another one solved.
If you have a mystery to be solved, call 1-855-PRVTDIX. That's 1-855-PRIVATE-DICKS.
Call 1-855-PRIVATE-DICKS and leave us the rundown of the case. Maybe the Dicks will solve it.
855 Private Dicks.
Another podcast that I've been in contact with. I mean, they're actually really they're interested in possibly doing a collab episode with us, but they're not ready to. Yeah, for whatever reasons, but they're really cool. It's a really well done podcast. It's called Mental Illness Theater.
Oh, sounds interesting.
And that's a great name, and it's a great podcast. And it's a husband and wife couple. They're really good, and I appreciate the hell out of them. They're actually Private Dicks and Mental Illness Theater are from Canada. So, but they I enjoy the hell out of them. I've been binging them and everything. They're super detailed. They're comedy. They're sarcastic and everything. They're similar to us, but they've been at it longer than we have, and that they said they're going to give us a shout out on the next episode that they record. So I told them we're gonna give them a shout out tonight.
Sweet.
When we recorded it. So anyway, Mental Illness Theater, check them out. They're awesome.
Right on.
So, all right, now we're gonna. I'm gonna get through mine because this episode's gone a lot longer than either one of us thought that it would. So, and we still.
But we've been having fun, so it's all good.
So, have you ever heard of the Gibsonton Gatorman?
You mean like Gibsonton, like where the carnies go?
Yep.
Is this a carny or is this actually a thing?
No, there was a carny named Gatorman. There was an oddity that was Gatorman. This is not him. This is something completely different.
No, I have not heard of this. So this sounds interesting.
Okay. So we're talking about possibly doing an event for a live event for the Carney Festival in Gibsonton, Florida. That's very brief history on that. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but basically all the carnies found there and wound up there back in like the 60s and everything. They just congregated there.
Yes. And
it was started by and I found this out on Florida Men on Florida Man podcast. I found this out on them. It was by the couple, the world's tallest man and the world's shortest woman. They were married, but they decided that they wanted to retire, and they missed. They retired and they moved to Gibsonton, which is just south of Tampa.
Yes.
And we touched on that briefly on a past episode, but they decided that they didn't want to, that they didn't want to do the circuit anymore, but they still missed being around the carnival folk, So they sent the word out, and people as they retired started converging on Gibsonton. That's how all that started.
Yes.
Interesting. I didn't know that until I listened to Florida Men on Florida
say
Men's
this
podcast.
Because I don't, and I mean no disrespect to anyone, but yeah, dude, Gibsonton is where the freak show people retire to.
Right.
Basically.
And it was all started by the world's tallest man and the world's smallest woman, who were a married couple.
Yes. But yeah, the freak show people, like they needed a place to go, like when it wasn't carny season or whatever. And
right,
good for them, good on them. I'm glad they found a place where they could fucking just be them.
And Lobster Boy, the lobster families, they all still live there, and they do a festival every year. And we were talking about wanting to do an event there for that,
or at least just going there and fucking hanging out and just being in the middle of all that shit. But yeah.
So I was looking for information about the festival in Gibsonton, and in doing that, I found references to the Gibsonton Gatorman. I'm like, what the hell is this? So I go on a deep dive. So I found out that the Sarasota Circus Museum, and there's a big, it's like right off of I-75 in Sarasota. And and I want to go there too at some point, but but they had the information about the festival in Gibsonton.
Oh, nice.
But my dumbass, I didn't get the information about the festival, I wound up talking about Gibsonton Gatorman because they knew about it. So basically, this is like a transcript of my conversation because I was taking notes.
Cool. Oh, so like your research on the Gibsonton Gatorman is actually a conversation you had with somebody that knows some shit.
Right. So, in the early 60s, and this is around the time, this is also around the time when, the Gibsonton clan started showing up there. This is around the time when the world's tallest man and the world's shortest woman were there.
Yes.
But, people in Gibsonton started reporting sightings of a monster. About 6 feet tall. The skin was dark and leathery. The mouth and nose protruded outward to a point similar to an alligator. Like not long enough to be confused with an alligator, but it just kind of resembled that. It was like half the size of a young alligator. And obviously not to be confused with Alligator Man, who also lived there. So some people reported that it had confronted them and tried to talk, but it didn't speak any known language. It's just like gibberish. So the circus people that were there, they actually tried to catch him and add him to the freak show.
Well, of course they would. I would too.
Yeah. But they
Let's
were
catch
never
this fucker,
successful.
dude, and make him part the show.
Yeah. They were never successful in catching him. It seemed that, it was able to sense what it perceived was danger and would disappear into the swamps. Truth be told, they didn't have any ill will toward that. They just wanted to put it in the show.
Yeah.
So the last reporting sightings was in the mid-'80s, and the Gibsonton Gatorman is presumed to have died.
Oh.
Now there's a couple different origin theories about him, and this is interesting. The leading origin theory is that a couple gave birth to a baby with serious birth defects, and they kept him hidden, locked away. They never taught him anything, and then they abandoned him in the swamp. Like later on in his life, and he survived. And people actually joked that it was offspring of Alligator Man.
Oh, yeah?
So, another theory is that he was the result of government genetic experiments.
Oh, yeah. See, that's a big fucking thing, too.
Yeah, especially considering MacDill Air Force Base is just across Tampa Bay from Gibsonton.
Yeah, but is that an Air Force base known for its secret shit?
What do we know about any military installation? We don't know.
Dude, I mean, dude, I don't live too far away from Patrick Air Force Base, and I see planes leaving there all the time. I can drive right by it and see anything I want to see.
It's Patrick Space Force Base now. Get it right.
I refuse to use that term.
So,
no, don't get me wrong.
But so I don't know. I don't know anything about MacDill. MacDill Air Force Base, from what I understand, is like an F-16 base. But that doesn't mean that they don't have
a regular base, dude. It's not like it's an Area 51 kind of base.
Right. It's like whenever the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play a football game, whenever, yeah, that one. Yeah, we'll cover that one at some point. But in it's like when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play a football game and there's a flyover, it's F-16s, and the F-16s come from MacDill, which is literally just 5 miles away from the stadium.
Because they got to go far. They don't have to waste much gas. I know, I'm making stupid jokes about fucking airplanes. Wasted fuel. The government pays for it. We're not wasting nothing. Fill it up.
Okay, I think both are true. It could be that the couple was being experimented on, and that Gibsonton Gatorman was the result, and maybe the family escaped, but the but the parents died, leaving Gibson and Gatorman to fend for himself.
Okay. I'm down
Maybe.
with that.
I don't know. But
Dude,
none of the locals...
dude, I'm like Fox Mulder, man. I want to believe.
But none of the locals in Gibsonton will deny the existence of Gibson Gatorman. You know why?
Because it's part of their lore.
No, they don't know anything about it. I made the whole fucking thing up.
Did you really? You fucking piece of shit.
Oh, shit.
Dude, you had me, man. I want to believe, dude. I want the Gatorman.
I made that all up.
Well, then. Since Bill fucking got me, then that was good.
I bet I got everybody.
I've been gotten. That was a good one, Bill. That was really good, brother. But anyway, I know I said I had a surprise for the end of this, but this episode has already gone on longer than either Bill or I even planned. So,
oh yeah, definitely.
I think we should move on to wrapping this one up, and hopefully, the end of the first successful CrypTodd series. Hopefully, you guys want to hear more.
I had a blast. I had a blast on this episode.
Oh yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. Oh, it really was.
And getting you, I had you hook, line, and sinker on that one.
You did, dude. I was totally buying into it, bro. I was like, dude, I'm like Fox Mulder. I want to believe, dude. Come on, Gator Man, you can make it. But yeah, you got me. But anywho,
I kind of did that. I kind of did that just to kind of illustrate how these stories can evolve.
yes,
because if I hadn't said that I made the whole thing up, then somebody out there listening would have been like, "Oh, the Gibson and Gatorman," and guess what? All of a sudden, it's a thing.
Yeah,
you know.
Exactly. No, dude, and that was beautiful because that's exactly how all this shit starts.
I know
and
that's where
being the way it is, dude. That was fucking amazing, bro. That was awesome. I couldn't think of a better way to end this episode.
But I can't do anything like that again on a CrypTodd episode because you'll be expecting it.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, though. You shot your load like too soon, but it's okay. Like I said, dude, this is the first time doing this, and still trying to figure out the format. Where I want to. I mean, since I'm the lead on this, where I want to take it and whatnot.
Right.
But, I hope you all liked it. Thank you so much for listening to us. I mean, you guys are the world to us. Seriously.
Absolutely. We love you all.
So, and on that note, cheers, everybody.
Until next week, later.